YouTube, Joseph here in this deck profile time once again for Harpie ladies. This is post this is post Dark Illusions. So Dark Illusions is out at the time of this recording. So I will be making a PayPay deck to record and give to you guys as well. I am also in the process of building Melphos because that's a really good deck, and I've been testing it online for for about 2 weeks now. So I'm going to be also getting the cards for that deck and getting that together. But for right now, let's get into the Harpie deck profile. For the monster lineup, let's start off with Harpie Chandler. This is pretty much Harpie's main engine. Discarding a Harpie card from your hand and sending it to the graveyard to search summon a Harpie monster from your deck. It gets you into either rank 4 plays with the normal Harpie ladies or rank 7 plays if you play the Harpie's Pet Dragon, so that you can exceed into monsters like Draco Sack, Big Eye, Master Blaze, or Red Eye's Flare Dragon. Harpie Dancer is the next monster. Some people prefer 2. I prefer 3 because I want the additional 15 Harpie ladies that Harpie Dancer generates. Harpie Dancer, when she is normal summoned, Harpie Dancer while she's on the field, of course, is Harpie Lady, so she can pop cards. She gets under bottomless because her stats is 1200. Her attack strength is 1200, and she can use her ability to bounce a wind monster on the field back to hand to give you additional normal summon of a wind monster. So you can normal summon another Harpie lady like herself or Chandler or Queen or Dancer, Queen or Harpies, or any of the Harpie ladies, so that you can pop more additional background. Next, Harpie Harpist, another addition to the Harpie archetype. When she's normal summon, if you get another winged beast, you can bounce that winged beast and face up monster your opponent controls back to hand. In addition to that, when she's sent to the graveyard during the invasion, you wish she was sent to the graveyard, while she's there, you can add one winged beast monster that's level 4 or lower. No, that's level 4 with 15 or less attack from your deck to your hand. So your main targets, you can go for Dancer, you can go for Chandler, or you can go for any of the Harpie lady monsters that aren't Cyber Harpie. Harpie Queen, pretty much our 19 beater in our field spell searcher. Next is 2 Cyber Harpie and 1 Harpie Lady 1. I mixed around with this variation. I can go triple Cyber Harpie, triple Harpie 1. I can go double Harpie 1 in Cyber Harpie, and I can also go into double Cyber Harpie and Harpie 1. Pretty much Harpie 1 generates another beat stick if you lose out of your Harpie Queen, and Harpie 1 gives that additional attack bonus to all your wind monsters. So it helps with your extra deck as well. The next monster, of course, Zephyros the Elite. Really good card when you want to bounce back resources so that you can use them again. Unfortunately, you can only use this effect once a duel. So you be very prominent of what you bounce back, and then you summon him. And also at a cost of 400 points, which isn't too bad because it gives you another monster to exceed. And then 2 max C for draw power. Alright, that is the monster lineup. For the spells, we're rocking Triple Hysteric Sign. What I love about this card is it generates 2 things. It allows you to search for Elegant Egotist during the turn it's activated. And then during the infinite, when she was sent to graveyard from your hand or field, you can add up to 3 Harpie cards with a different name from your deck to your hand. So you can replenish your hand, as well as having Elegant Egotist on a search. And just having 3 of these also gives you more ability to pitch stuff. And also you can blow this up on your end phase, or during your turn when you have Hunting Ground and your opponent doesn't really have it. As long as you don't search for Egotist the turn you activate it. Next is Harpie's Hunting Ground, one of the most broken field spells in the game. Giving Winged Beast monsters additional 200 attack and defense. And then when Harpie Lady or Sisters is normal or special summon, whoever conducted the summon of the Harpie monster selects 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroys that card. You are forced to destroy this if this is the only card on the board. You can search with this with Hysteric Sign, and it just makes your Harpie army even stronger. Once you fill the board up, do the Hysteric Party, and you just really start being infinite damage. I'm running 2 Forbidden Lance to protect a lot of my monsters from spell and trap effects. It's actually Harpie's Pet Phantasmal because Dark Hole and Red keep becoming an issue with Phantasmal Dragon, so you want to protect him as best as you can, as well as like just spells and traps that destroy massive monsters. For my one-ups, I'm running one elegant egotist because Hysteric Sign can of course search for it. And your primary targets are practically Harpie or any of the monsters that say they're always Harpie Lady. So it's Cyber Harpie, the original Harpie Lady, and Harpies 1, 2, and 3. Divine Wind works well with this deck, especially with Harpie Dancer, because you can bounce back wind monsters, play another wind monster, summon a wind monster from your deck, and then exceed with it. So you can make big plays with Harpie's Pet Phantasmal. And then for my other one-ups, I'm running one Great Geiki for field clearance, and one Instant Fusion because I am running North. If I was running double Instant Fusion, I would run Mevalist, which is one of the best other options for Instant Fusion. Because Mevalist is a winged beast, it's wind attribute, and it's a really good target for Harpie decks because you can make Phantasmal Dragon really easy. Alright, that is the trap. That's the spells. Now to the traps. We have the triple hysteric party. Pretty much, this is your go-to win condition. Dishing a card from your hand to summon as many Harpie Lady cards from your deck, from your graveyard to the field as possible. Harpie Chandler, Harpie Queen, Harpie Dancer, Harpie Harpies are all Harpie Lady water on the field in the graveyard. And of course, any monster that exists, we are always treated as Harpie Lady. So Cyber Harpie, Harpie 1, 2, 3, and of course the original Harpie Lady. And this card is just really awesome, especially when you can just beat your opponent down for damage. And then you can exceed to protect yourself or exceed to make big monsters to take out your opponent. Double breakthrough skill because you can easily negate some of your opponent's monster effects. And then while it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to deal with threats on the board. And another good target to pop when you're having Harpies underground on the field and your opponent doesn't have back row. Anti-spell, the most synergetic trap that I've seen outside of the Harpies lineup. Forcing you and your opponent to set spells and wait a turn for it to activate. You can abuse this so much with Harpies Underground. It locks out Pendulum decks and it locks out heavy spell decks because you will be seeing those lately. Of course, with the Dark Illusions being out, so you can really get out to dealing with Dark Magician. And of course, you can just start popping massive spells and traps against your opponent. For my one-ups, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We have Vanity's Emptiness, Solemn Warning, and of course, Torrential Tribute. Okay, so that's pretty much the extra deck. That's pretty much the main deck. For the extra, Triple Lightning Chidori. This is a really good monster to go into for Harpies. It synergizes completely with the Archetype. You have Anti-Spell, which you can force your opponent to set spells, and then when Chidori summon, you can send them back to the deck. You can detach a material from him to select a face-up card on the field and send it to the top of the deck, so your opponent has to waste more resources and lose resources in the process. And with Harpie 1, he'll become 22. If you're running multiple Harpie 1s, he'll actually become a 25 to 2800 attacker. Next is 2 Harpies Pet Phantasmal. This is pretty much the boss monster of Harpies. If you're looking outside of the main deck. While it has material, Harpie monsters can be targeted for attacks or by card effects. It can attack directly while it has its material, but during each of your end phases, you have to detach your material from it. So a really good trick is you bounce it with Harpie Dancer. You set up a play with Harpie Dancer to make another Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, or make it again, and then you can just swing at your opponent some more for a game. This is a really good card if you are running Harpies, because of the fact that you have so many resources like Elegant Egotist, Harpie Chandler, and of course Harpie Dancer, to make multiples of these and then beat in your opponent for game. Next, one Day Gusto Emerald, so you can refresh your deck. If you're running the original Harpie Lady, of course she's a target to be special summoned off of Emerald. Castel, like I said, when it comes to synergizing with this deck, Castel is another monster that works well. He's a winged beast, wind attribute, easily makeable with 2 level 4s, and a 2000 beater. Also, his effects work really well because you can set a card with his ability, and then you can also bounce a card on the field with his ability. Next, Ice Beast Zero Flying, another winged beast staple. She detaches the material from yourself, and she negates the effects of all face-up cards your opponent controls. Then for each face-up card on board, she gains 300 additional attack. She can be a really big beater, and she can attack over a lot of heavy stuff that you want to get rid of off the board. One Abyss Dweller to help you deal with Graveyard, in case the graveyard cards do become an issue. One Cowboy for burn damage. One Core Gorgon, the anti-luminescent knight. He works really well with Harpies because you can redirect the destruction effect of Harpie's hunting ground, so that you don't have to blow up your spell or trap card, and also force your opponent to switch their target to other cards, so that you can protect your Harpies from card effects. One Heartland Draco, similar to Harpie's pet Phantasm Dragon, is coming in to take out your opponent's life point with direct attack. And not only that, but while you control a spell card, it can be selected as an attack target. So you're leaving your opponent pretty much out of an attack. Pretty much a staple: one Honor Art, one Giant Hand, and of course the instant fusion target, one Elder Entity Noble. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the wrap up of the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned because I will be doing the PayPay deck profile as well, so I hope you guys enjoy that. Like I said, always like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys soon. Alright, this is your next stream, signing out. Take care.